The only 5 exercises you need to do after turning 50. What if I told you there are just 5 exercises you need to keep doing for the rest of your life to feel and look much younger? Watch this video all the way through because exercise number 1 is the most important of all. And if you're over 60, it will transform your body even if you started after 40. What if I told you there are only 5 fundamental exercises you must incorporate into your routine for life to look and feel years younger? Believe me, once you master these movements, you'll notice your energy, posture, and confidence rise to a whole new level. First, let's talk about the plank, an exercise that may seem simple but actually activates your entire deep muscle chain. Abs, shoulders, back, glutes, and especially the core, the body's support axis. It's so versatile it allows progressive variations to match your growth, from the beginner's knee plank to the unstable Swiss ball plank. Imagine having a center strong enough to make every bend, every lift, even the simple task of carrying groceries feel effortless. Holding your torso rigid like a board creates a cascade of benefits, improves breathing, aligns the spine, and prevents chronic pain. With just a few minutes a day, you'll be building a protective shield for your lower back, ensuring mobility and safety in any daily activity. But it's true that without a stable core, you can't perform anything efficiently, and you expose your body to overloads and injuries. So how do you execute the plank perfectly? Lie face down, placing your wrists and elbows directly under your shoulders. Lift your body off the ground, keeping a straight line from head to heels as if you were a firm board. Engage your abs by pulling your belly button toward your spine and push your shoulders away from your ears to keep them from collapsing. Don't let your hips or shoulders sink. Hold this position for as long as you can. Start with 20 seconds and gradually work up to 30-40 seconds or more. If you're a beginner, try the knee plank to build endurance without sacrificing form. Exercise physiology studies show that holding a plank for more than 30 seconds significantly increases activation of the deep core fibers, promoting joint stability and reducing the risk of lower back injuries. As you progress, introduce variations like alternating arm raises, leg lifts, or side planks, challenging your balance and providing different stimuli that speed up strength gains. With each new progression, you'll feel your abs get firmer, your posture more upright, and your ability to handle daily tasks far more reliable and efficient. What once seemed like a simple exercise is about to become the solid foundation for all your future fitness conditioning. Aim to hold the plank for 20 to 30 seconds, and as you gain strength, gradually increase the duration. The first few attempts will be challenging, but you'll notice rapid improvement in core stability, making the exercise progressively easier. If the traditional plank feels too demanding, try alternative versions such as the knee-supported plank, maintaining a straight line from head to knees, or the side plank, lying on your side with legs extended, feet stacked, forearm aligned under the shoulder, and hips lifted to form a straight line from head to feet. Both great for beginners who need to develop core strength without overloading the lower back. Plank variations can activate up to 20% more oblique muscle fibers than conventional sit-ups, contributing to a stronger, more aligned waist. Next, we move on to the Romanian Deadlift, known as the RDL, which balances strength and mobility and is essential for preventing falls and maintaining independence as we age. The single-leg RDL targets the hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and demands hip and ankle stability, thereby improving overall balance. To perform it correctly, keep your torso upright and your feet hip-width apart, shift your weight onto one leg with a slight knee bend, and, without rounding your spine, hinge your hips back until you feel a controlled stretch in the back of the thigh. Return to the starting position by driving your hips forward and keeping your core engaged. Regular practice of this variation can boost gluteus medius strength by up to 30%, according to functional performance research, and enhance safety during daily tasks like climbing stairs and lifting objects. Fourth, We focus on the bent-over pronated row, which strengthens the trapezius and rear deltoids, improving posture and reducing neck pain. Tilt your torso just over 40 degrees while maintaining a neutral spine, and pull the barbell toward your lower abdomen, squeezing your shoulder blades at the top of the movement. Supinated grip rows or single-arm dumbbell rows offer different stimuli and help correct side-to-side imbalances. Rounding out our protocol is the military press, which works the shoulders, triceps, and upper chest, contributing to shoulder stabilization and injury prevention in that joint. Rack the bar at shoulder height and press it overhead until your elbows are fully extended. Avoid excessive lumbar arching and keep your core braced at all times. If you prefer unilateral work, seated dumbbell presses place greater emphasis on trunk stability. Now I invite you to join our community. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any content, and most importantly, share in the comments which of these aspects you feel you need to work on most. Is it strength, stability, balance, or that little backache that's been bothering you for a while? I really want to hear your stories so I can tailor upcoming videos to what you truly need. To achieve lasting results, combine these 5 movements into a routine performed 2 to 3 times per week, alternating between moderate load and high intensity. In each session, start with a dynamic warm-up that includes joint rotations and hip and shoulder mobility work, and finish with stretches focused on the posterior chain and thoracic opening. Nutrition plays a key role. Invest in lean proteins, omega-3s, and antioxidant-rich vegetables to support muscle recovery and reduce inflammation. Finally, quality sleep with a regulated circadian rhythm optimizes anabolic hormone release and ensures full adaptation to training. By following this integrated protocol, you not only extend your functional longevity, but also preserve the vitality and independence that make your 40s the new starting point for an active, healthy life. Aim to hold the plank for 20 to 30 seconds and progressively increase the time as you gain strength, showing remarkable improvements in core stability and postural control. In the first few days, it may feel challenging, but soon you'll notice your body firmer and your spine protected. Include these plank variations to tailor the stimulus to your fitness level. The knee plank is perfect for beginners. Rest your knees on the ground while keeping a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. This version reduces stress on the lower back without compromising recruitment of the deep abdominal and glute muscles. The side plank intensely engages the obliques and improves healthy trunk rotation. Lie on your side with legs extended and feet stacked. Place your forearm directly under your shoulder and lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from feet to head. Hold the position and repeat on the other side. This exercise strengthens the waist and prevents postural deviations that cause lower back pain. Also, try the plank with alternating arm or leg lifts to further challenge your balance and engage secondary trunk stabilizers. These quick progressions elevate the training level and ensure each repetition drives deep adaptations. Next, we move to the single-leg Romanian deadlift, known as the single-leg RDL. This movement is the secret to regaining and maintaining the balance we lose over time while strengthening the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. To perform it safely, heighten your proprioceptive awareness. Keep your torso upright and your feet hip-width apart. Shift your weight onto one leg with a slight knee bend and hinge your hips back until you feel an intense yet controlled stretch in the back of your thigh. Return under control by pressing through your heel and bracing your core. This exercise offers dual benefits. It improves hamstring flexibility and joint stability, reduces the risk of falls, and makes your hips more resilient in every everyday movement. Once you master body weight, add dumbbells to increase the load and keep progressing without sacrificing technique. Functional performance studies show that the single-leg RDL can increase gluteus medius activation by up to 30% compared to the bilateral RDL. The third movement is the classic push-up, which many people perform incorrectly, missing out on its full potential. To maximize effectiveness, Place your hands slightly wider than shoulder width and align your body in a high plank position. Keep your core tight and your hips aligned with your heels. As you lower, bring your chest toward the floor without letting your elbows flare out excessively, and push the ground away forcefully on the way up. Simultaneously, activating your chest, triceps, and shoulders ensures greater strength gains and functional endurance. Don't underestimate the power of push-ups to enhance posture and lumbar stability. When done correctly, you train the muscles that support the spine and prepare your body for daily tasks like pushing doors, lifting bags, and even rising from a chair with greater safety. Integrate each of these variations into your routine 2 to 3 times per week. In every session, start with a light warm-up involving hip rotations and shoulder mobility, and finish with posterior-chain stretching and thoracic opening exercises. Next, I present a lesser-known exercise with impressive effectiveness for legs, glutes, and mental balance. Adopt the cavalier stance by placing your feet wider than shoulder width and pointing your toes slightly outward. Lower into a squat until your knees form a right angle, keeping your torso upright and your core firmly engaged. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds, feeling every fiber of your inner thighs and glutes working in synergy. Over time, by adding a dumbbell held at chest level, you intensify the challenge and increase muscular endurance. This stance requires full concentration, improves mental focus, and transfers direct benefits to other exercises and daily tasks such as climbing stairs or lifting heavy objects. And of course, you can't skip the kettlebell swing, a powerful combination of strength and cardiovascular conditioning. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and hold the kettlebell with both hands. Bend your knees slightly and hinge your hips back, letting the weight swing between your legs. Then use an explosive hip drive to propel the kettlebell up to chest height, keeping your arms straight. Allow the weight to return to the starting position in a controlled manner without lifting it with your arms. Focusing on glute contraction and spine alignment is essential to maximize effect and protect your lower back. The ideal cadence alternates moderate tempo with faster bursts to raise heart rate and optimize calorie burn. Finally, to ensure consistent results and avoid plateaus, adopt a structured training program 3 times per week with at least 1 rest day between sessions. Begin each workout with a dynamic warm-up focused on hip and shoulder mobility, and finish with stretches prioritizing the posterior chain and hip flexors. One possible sequence is cavalier squat, 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds, kettlebell swing, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, push-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, plank, 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. Each week, slightly increase the time or add a few reps to maintain progressive overload. Remember to fuel your body with high-quality proteins, healthy fats, omega-3s, and antioxidant-rich vegetables to speed recovery and reduce inflammation. Regulate your sleep cycles and prioritize restorative rest to optimize recovery hormone release. Followed with discipline, this routine not only strengthens your body, but also restores your confidence and vitality at any stage of life. If this content resonated with you, share it with someone who also needs a quality of life upgrade, and start today on the path to active, energetic aging. Imagine using just 8 simple movements to strengthen your core, enhance balance, build endurance, and prevent chronic pain while rediscovering the energy you had in your 30s without leaving home. It starts with the forearm plank, face down, supporting on your forearms like a rigid board, pulling your navel in and feeling every fiber of your abs engage, progressing from 20 to 40 seconds, and exploring variations like side plank or arm lift to challenge your stability. Next, the single leg RDL requires shifting your weight to one heel, hinging your hips back and feeling a stretch in your hamstrings while strengthening glutes and lower back, perfect for avoiding trips and carrying bags effortlessly. Then comes the single leg squat holding a dumbbell, which corrects asymmetries and reinforces hip stabilizers by making each leg responsible for its own strength. The Pronated Row balances back musculature with a bent-over torso and bar pulled to your abdomen, shoulders retracted, and posture upright to relieve neck tension. Push-ups come alive when performed slowly. Elbows at 45 degrees, body firm from head to heels, varying from incline to diamond to target chest, triceps, and core from different angles. The cavalier squat, with feet wide and knees at 90 degrees, remains static for up to 1 minute, revealing how focus and concentration can turbocharge mental stamina while working inner thighs and glutes. The kettlebell swing combines hip explosion and cardio, swinging the weight between your legs and snapping it up to chest level to fire glutes, hamstrings, and core while your heart races. The farmer's walk closes the loop by carrying weight in each hand and covering distances that challenge your grip, shoulders, and core stability. The bird dog connects your back and deep core on all fours, extending opposite arm and leg until you form a straight line to refine body awareness. And finally, the Bulgarian split squat, with your rear foot elevated, lowers until your front thigh is parallel to the ground and returns by driving through the heel, unilaterally isolating quads and glutes to eliminate any muscle imbalance. In this integrated protocol, you train 3 times per week with dynamic warm-ups, gradually increase reps and load, complement with lean protein, omega-3s, and antioxidant veggies, prioritize restorative sleep, and adapt each exercise as you progress, ensuring continuous gains in strength, mobility, and confidence. And stay tuned until the end, because I'll share secret tips on how to track your progress, adjust intensity safely, and keep motivation high so each workout becomes a solid step toward lasting independence and vitality. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these exercises made you realize your greatest need today? Do you feel you need to improve your balance with the single leg RDL, strengthen your legs with the Bulgarian split squat, relieve that back tension with the Pronated Row, or simply regain confidence in your movements by mastering the plank and the bird dog? Share your experience, your story, your challenges in the comments below. I read every account, and they help me create content increasingly aligned with what truly transforms your routine. If this video helped you in any way and planted in you the certainty that there is still much to achieve, I sincerely invite you to subscribe to the channel. Join our community of people who have decided to take the lead in their own health, understanding that the secret isn't in grand sacrifices, but in small, consistent choices. Turn on the bell so you don't miss the next videos, and if you can, share this content with someone you love who could benefit from these practices. Let's grow together, step by step, without rush but with purpose. Because in the end, what really matters isn't the age you are, but the courage to start over whenever necessary. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment with the word courage, so we know we're in this together until the end. And who knows, your courage might inspire someone else to take the first step today.